living like the winter do.
See me with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta grow in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
What's up, y'all? State Almighty, aka the global dark-skinned ambassador, with another Rikers Island story. Shout out to the returning subscribers. If you brand new, you in for a special kind of Rikers Island story that you're not gonna see anywhere else. Type of jail story that you're not gonna see anywhere else. In this jail story, I just want to talk about the fact that I just been reflecting and thinking about karma that I've had in my life, and the things that I did in jail before I stopped being oppressive in jail. And a lot of this shit I feel bad about, and I wish I would have handled a different way, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's bullying. It's bullying, and I have two boys who are starting puberty now. They about to be young men, and then they gonna be men, and I want them to be greater than me, you know? And they be watching my channel now, you know? They know, they've been outside with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, 2 weekends ago, I was with them, taking them shopping in the middle of Manhattan, and 2 subscribers found me, and they saluted me, seeing me out with my kids, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was a special moment, because they know that dad is doing something with his life. And they also know that dad went to jail. Dad is a felon, you know? Dad used to be caught up with the wrong crowd. And my thing is to teach them to be better than me, and be better communicators, and be better at war than I ever was, you know what I'm saying? But I really want them to understand that violence should really be their last option. Unless your manhood is challenged by somebody attacking you, you should be able to move like a man and with integrity at all times. And I realize now, when I'm understanding what a man is and what a real man is supposed to be, I wasn't being a real man, or at that time a young man. You feel me? I feel bad about that time where me being neutral, I was in court, and there was a kid who was blood, but he was jacking a fake set, and I knew it was a fake set, and I woke up my mans who was blood, and then we commenced to, you know, making him stand in the toilet, and the toilet was all nasty with breadcrumbs and peanut butter sandwiches in it, and I made the dude take his socks off and eat his sock and keep his sock in his mouth, and I laughed. I escalated that whole situation. I instigated that whole situation. Like, that's not manly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't official. I thought it was fun at the time, but that wasn't cool, you know what I'm saying? All the times where, like the time where I had my co-defendant and we was going to court, and I extorted the kid for his PIN number to use the phone, the one code that everyone has individually so they can call their family, and they tell us don't give to anyone, right? And the fact that I asked him for it and he said no, and then I banged his head against the glass and made him feel like his life was threatened, and then he gave me the PIN number, just for me to find out later that he gave somebody else's PIN number anyway, and I wasn't able to use it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what kind of trauma I left that brother with, you know? Almost every act of violence that I committed was against somebody who looked just like me and come from where I come from, and that's corny. And if you're watching this channel, and this is an important video, you know, this is what I want people to know that watch this video, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about things I did, yeah, things I seen, yeah, things that happened right next door, you know what I'm saying? But all due reality, none of this was cool, none of this was official, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still think about when I was semi-cool with a guy But he had issues with the people with power in the house, and they told me that to show my loyalty to the people that had power in the house, I had to basically set this dude up, and I had to pop it off on him first. You know what I'm saying? I just had to play chess. Yeah, I did kind of like the dude, but I'd only known the dude for so long. It wasn't that long, and it's not like he was from my block or we were in a gang together, and I fed him to the wolves, you know, and that ain't even who I am. Like, I realized that I was in Rikers Island, and mentally, spiritually, I had to become somewhat of a demon. Somewhat of a demon, somewhat of a terror to my own people. And that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about, you know what I'm saying? I'm raising kids. I'm raising young kings, and I gotta admit my faults before I could see my sons doing something similar and hold them accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hold myself accountable. And that's something that a lot of men don't do enough. You know what I'm saying? As well as me participating in violence, I instigated a lot of violence. You know what I'm saying? I instigated a lot of violence. What's going on with my hat? Oh, my hat good. But like I said, I instigated a lot of violence. You know what I'm saying? I had a role in a lot of people getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's times I was just bored, and I know a guy about to get spanked, and I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to gain from it, and I volunteered myself to be a part of it. You know, any one of these situations could have went left. You know, like when they killed the Crip named Ice. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the Bloods that went in there that one day, they thought that was just gonna be regular routine. They're gonna beat the kid up, make the kid with it, you know what I'm saying, be able to extort the kid, and that was gonna be it. But lo and behold, his lungs collapsed and he died that night, you know, like that could have been me. You know, that could have been me. I put a couple dudes in a full Nelson, you know what I'm saying? A couple chokeholds, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a real messed up situation, you know, and I do regret these things. Like, these things are not cool. You know, I just want to have this video in the archives, you know, for people who come across my channel and they see like the wild videos like the MS-13 and the Bloods and all this other stuff. I want videos like this to be sprinkled in so they see that I actually have some substance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a heart, like I have a spirit, I have an affinity and a love for my own people. And I do regret things that I've done, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do regret it. I do regret it, you feel me? And I think about a lot of this stuff all the time, you know? Rikers Island is embedded in me. It's a part of my DNA, you know? I could be outside doing anything, and I will see something that'll remind me and take me back to a negative or positive experience that I had in Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I walk inside a building and the hallways look a certain way, I remember how coming home from jail and going home to the Browns in my building, I felt like the walls were real small. The walls are real small and too close together, you know what I'm saying? Like everything reminds me of Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna be a part of me for forever. But I just wanna let the world know that it's not cool to go to jail. It's not cool to be a part of these situations and do these type of things to your own people, you know? And I wasn't even the most oppressive guy, you know? I wasn't even the most violent guy, and the stuff that I did still lives in me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think about what's going on with some of these people, and I wish well for these people, you know? And I wish that the bad things that I did to these people, that they didn't go through no worse once they left the area that they was at with me, you know? And aside from Rikers Island, this goes along with the people who are robbed and attacked unnecessarily and unrighteously and unfairly before I even ended up in jail, you know, like none of that was cool. It was all corny, and I just aspire every day to be a more intelligent man, a more peaceful man, a more thoughtful man, and more of a servant to my own community than I was at that time, you know. But that's it for now. Keep watching. Greater videos coming. I'm getting ready to do a video on the 5 Mafia families. Supreme McGriff, Carlton Hines, a couple other dudes. There's this Japanese guy who escaped jail, who escaped prison, using soup. It's wild, but it's all coming, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.